AI content that ranks on Google that makes you money. It's going to be a complete AI blogging tutorial, and it's a simple, not easy, 3-step process, right? It's going to take me like half an hour to explain this and to go over every single step. But trust me, if you watch this from beginning to end, there is no reason why you shouldn't be able to produce content with AI, rank it on Google, and of course, most importantly, make money with that content. So first things first is, let me go over the outline of this course or tutorial, right? It's 3 steps, I guess. First is how to find the right keywords to target. We're gonna go over the keyword matrix now. This sounds simple, right? But there's a lot of nuance to it. So it's quite important that you watch all this through the end. Then, how to actually produce ROI positive content, right? ROI, content that has a positive return on investment. So if you're investing, I don't know, $100 in producing content, you gotta make sure that you make at least $100 back, right? Whether that's by selling your product or services, you gotta make sure that it has a positive ROI. That's then with prompting, right? Whether you use ChatGPT or any other AI generation tool, you wanna make sure that you nail down prompting so that the content produced is ROI positive. And we're gonna go over exactly how to do that. Then, how to actually leverage AI as a technology to automate 99.9% of the process. That is the keyword research, then the content generation, then the content publishing, content syndication to your social media platforms, and of course also content indexing. Because if your articles or if your content isn't indexed in Google, it's not really that valuable, right? So let's first start with step 1, how to find the right keywords to target. And this is super, super important. Oftentimes people just skip this, but if I had to say, it's the most important step in the whole of SEO and blogging in AI, right? So what do I mean by this? What do I mean by this matrix? So first things first is you have to put, before I draw anything, you have to put yourself in the customer's shoes, right? Whether you're a plastic surgeon, whether you own a dog grooming business, whether you sell gardening supplies online, right? Whether that's a physical or a product or a service, you have to put yourself in the customer's shoes and think, okay, if I were a customer for my own business, if I were to go on Google, this is Google, and search for something in the search bar, right? What would I be searching for if I wanted to buy what my business sells? This is a great exercise to do if you're just starting out and trying to figure out what keywords you want to rank for, because you'll notice that you'll find hidden gems that only you as the business owner and the person that knows the business in and out and the niche better than anyone else, better than any SEO agency out there or any person you hire, right? You know better than anyone else what keywords and what a potential customer would be searching for to buy something off of you, right? And this starts with building what I call the keyword matrix, right? And in the y-axis, we have what is called BY, that's buyer intent. And in the x-axis, we have traffic. Now, before I explain to you how this matrix works and how you can and need to apply this to your business, let me first go over what BI is, buyer intent. Let's say, for example, I have a business, we repair iPhones, right? We have a physical business where people come in to repair their phones, right? Broken phones, right? Now, I can rank my site on Google for a bunch of keywords. Let's say I rank my site and people come in from keywords that for blog posts, or my site is ranking for example, where to repair my iPhone, or how much does it cost to repair an iPhone, right? But I'm also getting traffic in from people searching for how to repair an iPhone. Now, let's say for this niche in specific that the keyword how to repair an iPhone gets 10,000 searches per month, right? That's a lot of searches per month, right? And let's say also that the keywords where or how much only get 1,000 searches per month, right? Now, you might look at this and think, let's just start at these ones, right? 10,000 people, unique people searching for how to repair an iPhone per month. It's the same niche as mine. I want to just rank my site for that and I'm going to make millions, right? The reality is that the intent of buying, the buyer intent for where or how much is much higher than the buyer intent for how. Searching for where to repair an iPhone or how much does it cost to repair an iPhone, they're much more likely to want to pay someone to do it for them. While someone searching for example, how to repair an iPhone, most likely we can assume that they want to do it themselves, right? And so it's likely that you are able to convert, by converting I mean having clients that actually pay you money to fix their phones, much more likely to convert people or these 1,000 people to pay you, or like for 10 out of 1,000 people to pay you, than, for example, 10 out of 10,000 people to pay you, right? Because, of course, people searching for how to repair an iPhone, if they read through an article or view a video and they see it's very, very complicated, you can, of course, maybe sell some people to actually hire you to actually build work on the phone for them because they see it's complicated. And this, by the way, applies to any niche, right? Dog grooming, for example, if you have an article on dog grooming, right? If they see it's super complicated, they just forget it and just pay you to do it for them, right? Now, if, for example, you have an e-commerce store where you sell dog grooming products, right? You could write articles and you could rank for how to groom a dog or groom a golden retriever and insert your products there and have links to your Shopify store to convert some of these people, right? But what you got to figure out is for your industry, for your niche, what keywords have the highest buyer intent? What keywords is someone searching on Google that have the highest likelihood of them becoming a customer, whether that's for a service or a product. And that's super, super important. That's the very first thing you want to do. You have to do, because you don't want to commit the mistake of targeting the wrong keywords and then you're just spending time and money and effort and it's going to all be pointless, right? And what this matrix tells you is to not focus on keywords here. These are low buyer intent, low traffic keywords, right? And these ones as well, these are low buyer intent, high traffic keywords, right? This is what we call generic keywords, right? For example, a simple one, how high is the Eiffel Tower? Or I guess that works as well, right? How high is the Eiffel Tower? And that's a super informational based type of keyword, very high traffic because there's a lot of people wanting to know how high it is, but it's very, very low buyer intent. Because if you were, I guess, to want to rank for how high is the Eiffel Tower, maybe you would want to sell people on mini Eiffel Tower structures they could buy, I guess. But it's such a competitive keyword, so with so much traffic, and the buyer intent just isn't there, right? So you want to target keywords here and here, right? These are high buyer intent, low traffic. These are the best ones because low traffic, they're easy to rank for. There's not much competition, right? These are what we call the low hanging fruit keywords, super buyer intent and low traffic, and these ones as well, right? High traffic, high buyer intent. These ones are harder to rank for, but because of course they have high traffic, and the higher the traffic, the higher the competition as well, right? But you want to build this matrix and you want to figure out and place your keywords throughout the matrix and figure out, okay, forget about all these keywords, forget about all these ones as well, and just leverage these ones right here. Because again, it's all about buyer intent, right? How can you produce content? How can you put yourself in the customer's shoes and think, okay, if I were to be a potential customer of my own business, what would I search for that had a high likelihood of me wanting to buy whatever it is that I'm selling? Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully this example for the iPhone repair shop made sense. But again, this can be applied to any type of business, right? Just put yourself in your business shoes, I guess, and try to do this same exercise. Because it's very, very, very important, right? Because again, if you skip this process, I mean, if we think about this as a pyramid, right, at the bottom, there's the keyword research, right? And then of course, there's the content creation or generation, then the content publishing, right? If you don't nail this down, these two won't work, right? It's almost as if you were building the pyramid upside down and with keyword and we just tumble down, right? So do this as a very first exercise. It is super, super important. Now you can use ChatGPT to come up with keywords. You can even use this tool called Journalist AI, which by the way, I own, full disclosure. Go here to keyword monitors, just add your site right here, add your country, add your language, and it will spit out keywords, right, that you could target, right, with the respective monthly searches and difficulty. And if I go here, for example, I can see and I can try to find buyer intent keywords. For example, this one right here, vegetable growing kit. Someone searching, by the way, a Shopify store in the garden niche, someone searching for a vegetable growing kit, most likely is someone that wants to buy one for them or for someone else. This is a very, very high buyer intent keyword. If we were to do the matrix again, we would place this one because it has only 110 searches around here, right? Low traffic, high buyer intent. It's a very, very good keyword target, right? Again, if you were in this niche. And you can use this tool. I mean, you can use Google itself. So if you just go on google.com real quick, and if my niche is, for example, gardening, right? I'll just do gardening supplies, right? It's very generic. But if you scroll down here, right, Google gives you a list of keywords, right? A list of related searches people are searching for. Best gardening supplies, used gardening supplies, indoor gardening supplies online, right? You can click these ones and build out these new searches. Again, keep on scrolling down and find new keyword ideas, right? Again, Google is free, can help you out. ChatGPT is free as well, can help you out as well. Or just use a paid tool, which is quite easy, like Journalist AI. Now, if you were to use ChatGPT, one thing you could do, I would recommend you use ChatGPT 4, which has the ability to connect to the internet. It's quite smarter. As of today, as the 19th of February, there's not ChatGPT 5 yet, but if you're watching this later online, most likely there is. But you can use this tool and say, for example, search my competitors' sites and put A, or competitor A, put the URL, B, and C, and give me a list of keywords they're targeting inside of their content, right? You can come up with ways and clever ways to do this. I have a video on this channel on how to actually leverage ChatGPT, and I'll go over it slowly. But this is a great way, right? Because if the AI go through their site and sees they're using flower garden kit, a lot of times, most likely they're wanting to target those keywords, right? Again, I know this doesn't really help out this in specific for ChatGPT, but if you want to try it on ChatGPT, I'll have it. I have it on the channel, but just know that there's several ways to figure out what keywords you should be targeting. The best way, though, I think, is to, again, you as a business owner, you know better than anyone else what would you as a potential customer be searching for on Google. So that's the very best way. And again, do that exercise and build your keyword matrix. Now, how to actually produce ROI positive content. Now, the ROI positive content, of course, stems from the keywords you choose. Again, you got to choose the buyer intent keywords, because buyer intent keywords, buyer, are keywords that articles will be ranking for that lead to purchases of either a service or a product. Now, how does this work, right? It's all about prompting, right? Whether you use ChatGPT or Journalist AI, I'm going to use Journalist AI right now because it's easier. If you go here to generate articles, right? This is all of the input you have to give the AI, and the better the input, the better the output. Again, you can use ChatGPT, you can use whatever you want. I just like to use AI because it is a technology that is able to, it provides us with the tools and the systems to do things faster, okay? So how do you actually prompt this, right? The whole thing about AI, right? The whole thing about being able to produce, this is an article, by the way, written content with AI, is all about having someone read through the article and then having them purchase something. Again, so all about the money in the end, all about positive ROI. Now, how do we actually make people purchase stuff, right? First things first is, of course, it's all about brand, right? You need to have a beautiful site, a beautiful brand. People need to feel that they're in love with whatever it is that you're selling, right? And that stems from having rich articles, right? Articles with featured images, tailored to what the content is about. A table of contents where people can click and skim through the article fast and go to exactly what they want to learn. Be fast, right? You don't want to have people have to skim through the article to find what they want to learn about, right? Because otherwise, if they find what they want in seconds, you're just going to click off your site and go to the one ranking second, right? So make sure you give people what they want fast. That's why, for example, with this tool, you're able to, and even if you use ChatGPT, ask it to generate key takeaways. For example, these are our articles in the dog grooming niche. We give key takeaways in the beginning, so people know, okay, what does this article actually talk about? Give them this, right? Give them all of this, right? Also give them the table of contents so you can read through and see, okay, what do I want to learn? Because if you don't give them the table of contents, if you don't give them the key takeaways, they're going to be skimming through this and it's going to be frustrating and just going to click off and click the guys in second, right? But then the second thing, of course, is make the article rich, right? Rich in images, rich in in-article videos, in bullets, tables, quotes, internal links, link out to other articles of yours, link out to your blog page, link out to your homepage, link out to your contacts page. So as you see here, this is a article that I want to read, right? How to groom a golden retriever, right? Has a weird image right here because it's made with AI, but you can use non-AI images if you like. This one is AI and looks good as well. How to groom a golden retriever has a table of contents here. I'm engaged. I can see in-article images. I have here internal links. In this case, it's an external linking out to, actually, yeah, this is an internal link. For some reason, the site isn't working, but internal links. There's bullets, there's quotes, there's tables. It's easy on the eye to read. In-article images. There's also, again, in-article, as I saw here, videos. Again, not just some random videos. These are videos that are tailored to what the content is about. Of course, this is a video on grooming your golden retriever, and of course, the article is on golden retriever grooming. So again, the article is engaging. There's it's in written form as well, but there's complementary stuff that engages the user, right? Super, super, super important. Now, this sounds basic, but in common sense, but common sense isn't that much common sense at times, okay? So that's the second thing, right? Make it engaging. Now, how do you actually do this? Again, if you go here to generate articles, and I'll go with this one by one, and this is how I do it, is of course you first select how many articles you want, right? Let's just do one for now. Now, you of course want to add videos to your articles, right? This will depend on your niche, but it's yet another visual element, another way in which you can sell people, show your face, show your product, show who you are, what you do, why you do it, right? If